decided to come eat to a place called Peter Luger, which is this one right here. So apparently this is one of the best steakhouses in New York. Also one of the most recognized. And we got a reservation on it. So let's see how it is. So tag along. Hope you like it. Now I haven't mentioned, it's still cold. As I was just saying, we already got to Peter Luger, which it was like 10 steps away from where I told you that we were coming. We got a table outside, which is pretty cool. I know I had said that it was cold, but they have a heat lamp right above us, which is the one that is giving us light right now, and heat. So with that heat lamp, you don't really feel it. So yeah, they already brought the menu, so we're gonna start ordering and stuff, and then let me show you.
We can see that the menu has different options, going from a steak just for one person to a steak for 4 persons. But in reality, a single ribeye would be enough to feed 2 people. Likewise, the steak for 2 would be enough to satisfy 3 people. On the section for the appetizers, we can find different salads, shrimp cocktails, and a piece of bacon that is as thick as the flavor it has. You can also find a burger, which I didn't have the opportunity to try that night, but that based on what I've heard, it's really good. You can add fries, cheese or bacon for an additional cost. It all depends on what you like. And finally, going to the drink section, we can find different kinds of cocktails as well as liquors, and a selection of wines that you can purchase either by the bottle so you can share with whoever you decide to go with, or by the glass. Your choice.
I brought us some breads. It's 3 kinds of breads. One is just like a regular breadstick. The first one is this one. It's just like a regular breadstick. The second one is this one. I tried it and it's okay. It's nothing from the other world. It's alright. The third one, it's this one that is right here. This is more like an onion bread per se. You can actually taste a lot the onion. It's really oniony. I don't know if that makes sense. And check this out. How are you saying? It has like onion in the middle. That's why it has a lot of onion flavor on it. We're still waiting for the steaks. One thing that I did expect was for the bread to be a little bit more warm, because it was a little bit cold.
While we waited for our cuts to be ready, we talked, ate some bread, and enjoyed the night on the beautiful city of New York. I also had the opportunity to try the thickest cut of bacon I had ever seen in my life, and just like in the bacon, it was great. Some time elapsed, and the cuts of meat we had ordered finally arrived. A super tender and juicy porterhouse, which is basically a sirloin and a filet mignon on the same cut, and a ribeye, or rib steak, like many people also know as. To avoid any type of burns or injuries caused by the temperature of the plates, we got served 2 small portions of meat each. The plates onto where the steaks had arrived were burning hot, and the servers were so kind that while serving the steaks, they offered us a few fun facts about each cut. While they serve us a small portion of German potatoes, they continue to serve the small cuts of meat onto our plates. And use some of that time to give them a small shower on the same butter that the meat had cooked on. In all honesty, this was a really modest presentation, but elegant at the same time.
So first of all, these are the cuts of meats that they brought us. This is a porterhouse, and that one over there is a rib steak or a ribeye. A side of German potatoes, fried onion rings, and that over there, it's creamed spinach. This is my plate. This is 2 pieces of porterhouse, and now I'm gonna try it. First bite. Now the first things first, the meat is really tender and juicy and good overall. But the thing is that it lacks some flavor. And I'm not saying this because maybe I come from Texas and maybe there's like a good steaks over there. but because that's the truth. Like, it lacks some flavor, it lacks some seasoning. I feel like they just put the meat just as it is on the grill, and I'm not saying that's how they do it, but I feel like that's how they do it. I'm gonna try the potatoes. Now the potatoes, they're alright. Honestly, they're just potatoes with like onion. They're just potatoes and onion. They're good, but they're not like the best thing or the best potatoes that I've ever tried. Now I'm gonna try the ribeye, which is this one that is right here. First impressions. This one is not as tender as the other one, but it has a little bit more flavor than the other one. Now I'm gonna try with the sauce from the house.
Better. I fucked it up.
It's impressive how the sauce just gives it another flavor. Like, way better. Now I wanna make one thing clear. This was my experience. Maybe y'all see it different, but who knows? Maybe y'all won't. And to show that this was not only my experience, but you are seeing different points of view. There's some people that came with me to try this food, and then now they're gonna talk about it.
So, personally, the sides were normal, average, nothing mind blowing. I think that they need to have more variety. It was either just potato or cream spinach, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. The steak itself was quality meat, under seasoned. So, I mean, if they seasoned it better, it would taste better. But now we can see why they didn't have a Michelin star this year, at least. But yeah, I think it was worth the try since it's a pretty famous steak here in America, but as well as New York City. So, I mean, I'm glad I came out and tried it, but yeah, I wouldn't come back, honestly.
Yeah, like Mikey was saying, you know, he hit every nail on the coffin pretty much, bro. Like, it's good steak, like good quality, like he was saying, but I just feel like it was missing a lot of season. And then when it came out, it was comes out fresh, and so I think that there's like the best time to eat it. But then as it dies down, just like any steak, they don't rest their steaks here; they just come out straight fresh like that. But I had a Caesar salad that was really good. The bread was good with the butter. The bacon was really good. I would come here just for the bacon, and I would come here just for the cheeseburger too. They said the cheeseburgers here are really good. And I kind of regret not getting it because I've had plenty of ribeyes. I've had Wagyus. I've tried y'all's sirloin and the filet mignon. I felt like if I would have gotten that, I would have been really upset because I felt like I had no seasoning at all. Compared to the ribeye was good, but it was just lacking seasoning. And then the sides were decent. They're not out of this world, blow your mind, but I feel like for the level of like the price of everything, maybe it's just overpriced. Yeah.
We just finished eating there. At the end, I got the opportunity to talk to the manager from the place, and he had some interesting stuff to say. The main thing that he says is that because the meat is aged dry, they don't really season it. Yes, it is a really high quality meat, but they don't really season it a lot because it will lose some of that flavor. And among some other stuff, I didn't really get to film it, but that's pretty much the resume of what he said. And honestly, the dude was super cool. He was super chill. But yeah, that was my experience. And as I said, it was my experience. It could be different for you than it was for me. As I said, that was my experience, but it could be different from you than it was for me. So if you want to try it, come check it out. And if you don't, then don't. So yeah, this is how the video ends. I hope you like it as much as I did, and I hope you keep tagging along for future videos that I might do. See you in the next one. Oh yeah, I got to see her and she was there. So shout out to Lindsay Lohan. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Peter Luger is without a doubt a really recognized restaurant. Just look at all those plates. 3 of the well-known Michelin stars that any restaurant would want to have in their possession, but with some prices that, in my opinion, does not compensate for the flavors they offer to its customers. Well, I'm afraid this is the end of our journey. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye bye.